Hi there, guys, and welcome to a. Let me just mute that for a second. A Train Sim World video. This is the first look at rapid transit. So I'm showing you this bit because this is me actually getting into it for the first time. So the description reads: Rapid transit brings to life the experience of driving mass transit commuter passenger trains on one of Germany's most popular S-Bahn railway. Take control of the sleek DBBR 1442, Talent 2, and transport passengers along the S-Bahn S2 line through the historic and picturesque city of Leipzig. I'm not going to get the names right, you know that. Caveat to this. Not a caveat so much, what am I looking for? I'm looking to see how it manages electric trains for a start. Passenger stuff we know about. There's a few more bits and pieces I want to see, really. I don't really know what to expect. This really isn't my bag, as you guys know. German stuff is something I'd like to get into a bit more, but haven't really done it. Oh, the Talent 2 introduction. That's handy. I will need to know about that. Oh, you need the sound.
Car variant delivered to the S-Bahn Mitteldeutschland network in 2013. During this brief introduction, we will cover how to start up the unit for operation, get moving, and then how to bring the unit to a stop. To start with, climb aboard via the cab door and sit in the driver's seat.
Okay, so first impressions, it looks nice. And even though it is shiny, it looks like it should be shiny. It's not that weird shine that you get on the... Well, yeah, okay, it is a bit weirdly shiny. Oh, it's very white.
During normal operation, this unit draws electricity from the overhead catenary via a pantograph. However, since the pantograph is currently in the down position, we have to power the initial systems by priming the auxiliary battery.
Okay. Oh, the voltmeter's gone up there, look.
With power available, use the master key to unlock the control desk and turn on the multifunction displays.
Yeah, where's that? Oh, here. How do I know that's right, though? I'm just going to go ahead with it and say yes.
Now
It's quite
activate
nice.
the pantograph so that it raises up and makes contact with the overhead catenary. Set the exterior lights for normal operation. Set the reverser to forward.
Oh, that's the reverser.
Sound the horn to warn anyone around that the unit is about to move. It has two braking systems,
Okay.
an indirect brake and a blended brake that is part of the power brake handle. Set the indirect brake to release. This brake is generally not required during normal operation, but can be used in cases of emergency.
Okay. That's released.
Finally, switch off the parking brake. Move the power brake handle as required, and the train will begin to accelerate. Great work. The unit is now moving.
Yeah, it is. How am I doing frames-wise on this? Actually, 65. That's what's limited at, actually, so... Again, that draw distance thing with Train Sim World is really noticeable.
Handle back to the neutral position.
Catenary also looks a little bit sketchy, to be fair.
Traveling too far, let's bring the train to a halt.
I'll double check my settings in a second.
Move the power brake handle. Now that the unit has stopped, press the parking brake on button. Well done. That concludes this brief introduction to the Talon 2 articulated electric multiple unit.
Oh,
A
okay.
manual is also included, which covers everything in this tutorial and more.
Okay. Alright. So far, yeah. Didn't really get to do much with it. The starting up procedure was quite nice. I won't lie. I won't lie at all. I quite like that. Load last checkpoint. Oh. Let's get the main menu. So you've got tutorials, scenarios, and service. What else is in the tutorials? Okay. Is that all? That doesn't fill me with confidence that this has got much of a so it's just one end to the other. Seems to be. Let's do that one. Drive a northbound service from Markleberg to Gashwitz across Leipzig City via the tunnel as far as Leipzig Maze? No idea. I'm not going to be looking at this as more of a simulation of the train, just because I don't know enough about it to really do anything with it, to tell you whether it's right or wrong. Frame rate wise, this is hitting my limiter full on, so it should be all right. What's it look like? Nice. It looks very nice. Again, it all just looks very clinical. Was it space to jump? I can never remember. But they've not included any little platform steps. Like on the... Oh no, it's E, isn't it? Is it E? What am I stuck on? No. Okay. No little platform steps. Like on the Great Western Express, which meant if you did go onto the track, you can't get back up. Maybe that's just me being silly. I'm not going to say it's a feature because I haven't played it enough to know yet. Right, it's going to talk me through it, I think. Unlock the doors, left side. While we've done that, let's have a fiddle. So what have we got that works up here? PZB bridging, CFA. So it has got CFA. I don't know how to work it, so I can't really test it yet. I'll have to really look it up and work it out. Battery's done. Okay. Oh, I like that. It's got like a kid's table. Sometimes Europe knows what they're doing with stuff, don't they? That is very cool. I really enjoy that. That's nice. Again, no toilet access. Do the tip-down seats work? No. Passcoms? No. Like to have seen them, really. Okay. Let's get back from my time to load. And I like the way you can actually look through the... You can see the driver. Wait until 15:30 or 30 seconds. So sit at the desk and we'll have a fiddle. I don't want to fiddle too much because I don't know what I'm really... So PZB does seem to be in there, which I'm quite... Tempo mat, increase, decrease. I need to read the manual to do all of this. Cabin lights are... Oh, that's nice. Got announcements. Oh, yeah, you know, I like that. Sounder, headlights, we've got what's it on, just markers. Let's just have it on markers and if that's what it records we need. As I said, I'm no expert on this thing. I need to lock the doors. But I'm pretty sure the horn doesn't. The horn might be that puny, but it doesn't. It's not looped properly. I think it is what I'm trying to say there. Oh, that big red button with fire on it. Can't do it. Forward would help, wouldn't it? So we've got the horn. What have we got here? Passenger door buttons that don't work. That would be a bit nice to see them work, really. Instrument light dimmer, cab light dimmer. Can't fiddle with the heating. Oh god, I'm going way too fast. Brakes well. Oh. I've broken it, I think, because I think I went into emergency. Let's wait for my brake pipe pressure to come off there. There we go. I'm still not allowed to go. Okay. I want to use the megaphone! Meant to stop in 0.7 miles in like 10 seconds. It's quite hard to do a review on something I don't really know too much about. What can I say? This cab is very bright. I can say that. While we're just here, let's just check my settings just so you guys can see what I'm running on. Ultra, high, ultra, max FPS at 65. Okay, so we can actually, does that go to ultra? No. And does that go to ultra? No. So we are maxed. 65 frames per second. I'm on my new rig, so can I comment that this has been massively worked on or optimised? No, but Great Western Express, I get anywhere between sort of 30 and 65. So I'd say this is actually really stable at 65, so I'm guessing it's going to be more frame rate friendly. But I suppose it is, I don't think it's much, it's about 30 miles, isn't it? Oh, this is where I'm stopping. Oh, no I'm not. That's quite annoying that you go into this, if you just go that, there's no sort of, oh there is a slight detent there, but nothing major. Am I in this platform at all? No. Nothing new for one of my videos. Anyway, this is more just a look really than anything else. Let's go and do something else. Let's just have a drive of it. Let's try and get a little bit out of it. See what it looks like. That one. Let's try and get the sun out, see if that cab just is as bright as it is, or is it just the sun? No, the cab's pretty bright. Oh, did I have the cab light on? Oh no, yeah, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Are we, how set up are we to go? It looks like we've got a pantograph and line volts. Should we switch? What is it? Control Enter for PZB. Seems that seems to work. What about CIFA? Because I'm pretty sure there was CIFA controls as well up here. I don't know what PZB bridging is, which is a slight problem. Read the manual, kids. Read the manual. What's that? It's wipers. Okay. Tempo, speed. It's a speed set by the looks of things. Maybe not, it just stops you at that speed. Just making some bongs and beeps. Oh, I quite like that up there. Oh, yeah, I like that. Imagine seeing the top of a 92 in this. Pantographs moving there. Oh, that's really nice, actually. No external announcements. So it's just like, oh. Oh, these, the multifunction displays seem to be... Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm not sure what they do, but I like it anyway. I like the fact that I can press them. You know, I'm like with a clicky button. Love a clicky button. Right, let's turn PZB off and CIFA. I'll isolate that just so we can have a look around. Until I've read the manual and stuff, I don't think I'll be able to work that out. It's not something you can just pick up, I wouldn't think. Those of you that already know it, you'll have great fun with that. So I can't say how well modelled it is. It's hard for me to review this. Motion blur is still not sorted on the wheels. That's disappointing. What is that? CIFA. I turned CIFA off, didn't I? At least that's not irritating. They still let me drive. Right, let me mute the audio on this so it doesn't drive you mad for a second. I can still hear it beeping at me. See if it's isolated. Isolated, isolated. Right, we're gonna do another. We'll restart this and we'll just drive it properly and see how we get on. Let's just do it that way. Not worry about C4 PCB for now. I can watch a few videos of some other people driving those PTG rail, and then we'll go from there. Come on, off. Not fiddling with anything up there. Let's load and unload some passengers, and we'll just drive it friendly like. Let me see if I can actually pull up a manual for this. I don't know how it works on what if they're stored. I don't think they're stored like they are in. Do I have to go through Steam to get them? Do you reckon? Not doors. So this blended brake seems to do air and regenerative, so why have this one? What did it call it? An independent brake? Indirect brake. I like them in that high contrast mode. There! That's better. 2.5 miles. And an 80 limit. It's got some pace. I actually like the look of it though. For Euro trash. I think these ones that were banded about as tram trains. Talents. I know we've got some flirts coming. I don't know if I've got any talents coming. It's been around quite a while, wasn't it? Talent series. Oh. It's a bit weird that it hasn't transferred over to KPH. I would have quite liked that. Even though I could change it myself to KPH. In fact, I might just do that, you know. Measurement units, go metric. Yeah, brakes are nippy. Not a big fan of the weather, if I'm honest. Oh, it's got little like markers where I should be stopping. I quite like that. Ah, that speed set is it on R? Just having a look. I can't help but feel a bit fern bussy. I like that little red flashing thing there. That's quite cool. What we got on there? What is that? That's nice. I like the look of that. But all in all, what can I say? We're seeing the next stage of Train Sim World, and yeah, it ain't terrible, really. I don't think. Really annoyed. There's some of the really glaring faults of Great Western Express still included in here, which is. I'm sure they are squirreling away in the background trying to get this fixed, but I do feel a little bit let down on the draw distance stuff, the motion blur on the wheels. I know you can disable it, but I shouldn't have to, really, should you? You should be able to enjoy this. I mean, with the specs I'm running now, I should be able to enjoy this out the box at full. In fact, running at a higher frame rate means the draw distance stuff is a bit harder. I thought putting the fog on would maybe sort of blur that a little bit, I suppose, but it hasn't really. A country bit now. I do love the camera views and things you can do. It's pretty nippy. Does 160. I'm speeding though. So that's that tempo mat. I'm guessing that is speed set or speed hold. I'm sure it was PZB that did speed hold anyway. Tempo mat increase and decrease, so you can. Oh, that's quite good. Quite like the idea of that. I don't think I've got my little dot for the. What is the? I don't know what the dot is. How to get the speed changes to come up. I mean, we cannot deny it's still very good looking, can we? Train Sim World is visually stunning in the right places at the right time. If you're looking in the right way. I'm doing some of the motion blur around this at the moment is sketchy, but they're learning the engine. Oh, I like that. The different sounds and stuff that you hear when you're going past it, quite like that. See the horns through the grills there. It doesn't have that, it does a bit have that sort of wavy, like zigzaggy line thing that in the reflections that sometimes looks a bit daft. But I think it actually looks a bit better than Great Western Express in a way. Might just be the colours that don't show it up as much, probably. I should have really done this video in a different weather so we could see the route a little bit better. I might do a return journey in nicer weather. It's only sort of half hour a piece, isn't it? I think these are. Yeah. It's nice to see these different systems included. I'll have to have a look at those and go a bit in depth of them. Because one bit that really annoyed me about Great Western Express was no ATP. But if they can put CFA and PZB in, I'm sure they could have put ATP in. Ooh. 16-metre overrun. Does it still let me undo it? Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Or did I unlock the wrong side? There we go. Obviously hasn't got SDO. What's that little step that's come out there, is it? Why won't you let me past that? What are you doing? Oh, that might have actually always been there. We'll watch it when they close. Oh no, it can't. It looks like that's popped out. Oh no. That's nice. I can manually have SDO. That is very nice. Right, ladies. Well, you've even got nice little things on your tables. Well, it doesn't like me looking around in here too much in this camera. So even these tables have a... What can I not sit on those ones? Oh, it's actually got the S-buttons on it. That's a nice little touch. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't speak a word of German. I've got a Welsh award in Spanish, but no German. And I can't speak a word of Spanish either, really. That load and unload passenger thing isn't shifting, is it? Ah well, let's lock those doors and get moving. $8.52. I don't know what sort of the wheel slip control is on German stock, but I'd like to. I'm not saying I'd like to. I'm trying to thrash it to try and get a little bit of wheel slip or anything, but I don't know if it's even simulated. It just cuts out too quickly. It's an air horn. There should, even once you release it, there should be a. Yeah. Speed set's very reminiscent of the 390 on the original Train Simulator. Train Sim Classic, or Train Sim 2018. I'd like to know what the key is to increase and decrease this. That'd be quite cool. Oh no, we've got a decrease anyway. It'll take some getting used to. This is more a first look than a review, I suppose. It's not a review, because a review I'd like to have played it for a while and got used to it and know what's going on about it and stuff. Got the it's not having any of that, is it? Oh. I think something's gone a bit wonky with the loading and unloading. Well, when the automatic doors fail, we can come out and open them manually.
Bitte achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug und Bahnsteigkante.
Yep, that's what I said, mate. So right, this is the fault book. It's not the prettiest of things, is it, from the front? I quite like the way the windows do that. Sort of this on 2 levels. I quite like that, and I like the way the gangways are full width. It's quite nice. Can I lock the doors from in here? Yep. Wolfen. I don't think I've dipped under 65 FPS, if I'm honest. Which is pretty nice. Oh. Not quite sure how that button works just yet. We'll stick to driving manually for a minute. So it's also the first combined traction braking controller we've had, isn't it? There needs to be more of a feel for the detent at the end. It's not quite how I'd like it. Nice 21 metre overrun there. But the doors work. Wolfen. And loads of fog. It's a lot of construction in Train Sim World, isn't there? A lot of construction.
Bitte achten Sie darauf, Ihre persönlichen Gegenstände nicht zurückzulassen.
We've got an Audi Q7, a KA, or a Festa. Looks a bit stubby. Right, I can lock the doors now. Yeah, this I can't quite work out. I'll need to look at the manual because I bet there's a key for it, and when you've got the key I bet it works fine. changing sound. I'm not sure if it's a neutral section or not though. And I want to be able to press that fire button. If it is a button. Even if it's not, I want to be able to press it. It looks nice. Let's try a more leisurely brake setting to this time. He says as he now needs to whack it into max. Yeah, I just didn't. Yeah, I just pressed T. Seems to really like a black car in Germany. Really, really like a black car in Germany. Trampoline's a nice touch. Shed, like that. Oh, little picnic table. The trampoline swings. Oh, now. On one hand, I want to turn around and say I'm actually getting really annoyed at the thing of just black cars. Oh no, it really. Come on, DTG. I haven't seen any moving cars either in Train Sim World yet. And hang on a second. Oh, did we not have moving cars? We had moving cars in. Did we have moving cars in? Yeah, we did in CSX Heavy Hill, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. You guys let me know in the comments. I think we did. We're running a little late. I haven't got any sound changes even when I open the cab doors at the station. You'll hear there's no sound changes, which is a little bit annoying. Right, no. So that doesn't, the barriers don't work. It's a flashing green mean. Alright, I suppose. It's green, isn't it? Can I see myself playing this? I'm looking forward to learning. That drives me batshit crazy, that does. I'm looking forward to learning the signalling systems. Nobody's walked out in front of my train yet, or down the tracks. He says she's close. It's quite a lot of repetition of assets. Like, massive repetition of assets. And while I'm not really that fussed, what I'm looking at this for is like a glimpse into what Train Sim World holds. And I know they've already come out and said route creation is long, drawn out, we want it faster. I'm just not. What am I not? What am I not? I'm not blown away. I'm intrigued. I'm interested. I'm hopeful. It's still very clinical. Everything's very clinical. And I'm sure this is all kept very clean, and it's Germany and it's done well. The graffiti on the walls, yes, I can see that. I'll give it that. And again, with DTG's pricing, it's we're already seeing that weird thing they did with Train Simulator. Like Train Simulator Great Western Express is the same price as this. You get, I think, a slightly longer route, a definitely more playable route, and 3 trains, but no APT, ATP. So that's going to really do my head in, because my video on the APT, I said ATP a lot, and now when I'm talking about the ATP, I'll say APT a lot. Yeah, so you're talking 3 trains, probably a more detailed route, definitely more track, I think. You're still paying the same price. I mean, this was $14.99, I think, pre-release. Now, this is going to sound really strange, but because I end up slating, not slating it, but it concerns me, the Train Sim World stuff, I pay full price for it. Is that bad? I don't want somebody to come along and go, oh, well, you've only paid $14.99 for it, don't worry. I want to be able to look at this and review this like someone who has come and paid the price for it. Not got it in the sale, not done anything like that. But bought it, and what they would be like. Now, to think of this as... Oh, we're going straight through 118. Just runs in there. That's the only other bit of AI we've seen as well. Getting bored of doing the stopping bit now. Wind turbine's cool, they're not moving though. I wonder if they move when it's windy, that'd be cool. I'll stick to 160 because that is actually our maximum speed. I like the floor texture. But just little things, I mean, I think I said this in Great Western Express as well. Fire bottles, the fire extinguishers on Train Sim 2018 look better than they do on Train Sim World. I know it's a little thing. I think it's the texturing. I think that's what I find. Nice bit of cant in this corner here. Oh, little screens. No PIS working either. Didn't we have that? Did we have that in Train Sim Great Western Express? I can't remember either. I think we did. Oh, first class. One thing I will say is this has not dropped below 65 frames per second. Really hasn't. Not once. And I think this is where this game shines. Sitting in passenger view, watching the outside. It's amazing. The one thing you want to be clean, yeah, the windows are the windows have got weathering on them. Oh, solar farm there. Oh, is that like a factory or something over that side? Can't change my view. That's weird, isn't it? Because we're going around track there, I'm still standing upright. It doesn't quite like you walking around like that. Oh, come on. And I really like this table. As a kid, right, you'd be chinned if you got on the train and that seat was taken, wouldn't you? Chinned. And they look good to play with. Of course you can't play with them. Drop down seats, no. Hasn't asked me if I wanted to give up driving the service yet, has it? Yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested. What is this? Allotments here. Yeah. Oh, what the wheelbarrow. Again, I'm getting sneaky feelings that these might be from... Yeah, alright. Right, it gives you the idea that you are travelling past a place in Germany, I suppose. And that's all it really should do, isn't it? I'm the one that's always bleating on about not having too much excess scenery and things like that. Right, so you can press all of these. But bar the contrast one, so far doesn't really do much. I might have to enter a mode to use it or something and just not have worked that one out yet. Nah. I'll switch just a few settings there as well, which I quite like. Let's try this screen. Right. Oh. Did something there, didn't it? So you can, if you press Zug Bessie, okay. Has some functionality. I'm happy with some functionality over none. That bit was quite nice. The flyovers and that coming in and over, very German looking. Ballast textures are also very repetitive. The same markings on them, sort of zebra striped. Oh. I suppose it's really just waiting for the asset base to grow, isn't it? It's a grip bin. Cool. Like that. Was this like a big yard? Oh yeah, you see something just sitting about in here would be nice, wouldn't it? It's very bare. With only one model of rolling stock, it's very bare. I know I whinge about sounds all the time, but I'm whinging about the sounds. Oh, cool, the tunnel bit. This is the interesting bit. This is where... Ah, yes. Don't know why the weather's still a bit like that in here. It's a bit annoying. And the lighting's lovely. Oh, I just saw a step onto the platform there on that one, so we're not... Oh, no, I can get used to this. I don't like what's going on with the clouds and stuff in the tunnel. That's just weird. Yeah, that is just weird. Alright, okay. I can't actually get in to have a look. Okay. You're exploring on foot because none of the external cameras work. Tunnels are lovely though. This is a big stage. I just want to go and have a little look around. Yeah, this is nice. When's it going to stop me? There. Yeah, okay, I don't like the fact the fog's in here. I've said that a million times already. Shut up, Alan.
Bitte achten Sie auf den Abstand zwischen Zug
But
und
yeah.
Bahnsteigkante.
Is this the lift end, is it? Oh, bugger. Some odd noises. Again, no difference from that big open space to the tunnel. So it's something in my audio settings. Okay, all looks good to me. I don't know what window audio focus is. It's all there, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to try turning that off and see if it's any different. I'm guessing that's what gives us the sounds like when we're down near the bottom of transport, well, the battery box, I think it was actually. It gave us that buzzing noise. And did I brake a bit hard again? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. What in the name of God is that? I don't know what that was. Oh, what's down there? Neutral section? May have just been a neutral section. Nice. Love a shed in Germany, didn't they? Love a shed. Get a nice station here. Any other colour car? No. I'm liking the factory, that's nice. Don't get me wrong, it really does give you a sense of speed. I know I'm speeding anyway, but a good sense of speed, these views. Oh, that's nice. Push me in a little bit more. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm slightly taken by it. I won't lie. I look forward to mastering it. I think part of that is the challenge of the different signalling systems. I think the part of it is the challenge, the fact that I don't drive German stuff, so therefore it's all a bit new to me. That looked like a yellow of some kind there. So therefore it's all a bit new to me. So I'm not quite sure what to really make of it. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Can't crash either again by the looks of it. It should have come off the rails already. So yeah, what do I think? Right, sum it up, Al. Sum it up. Interesting. Interesting. Graphical glitches that should have been sorted haven't been. Lots of repetitive assets. Good bits. Quite like the train. Startup procedure's quite nice. Signaling systems. That's my main one for this one. The route they've picked. Okay, but my biggest gripe is going to be the price. $24.99 for a route of this size with one train is just not even in keeping with what they've already done. So already we're getting that really damn stupid thing that Dovetail games do. One time you will get a massively decent. So we're going to. What it basically says to me is we're going to get the same thing we had in Train Simulator 2018. You'll get things like the hydraulics pack, which is awesome, and then you get Dump, that was like. Let me think, something that recent that's been dumped. That I can't even think DTG that's done something dump recently. They've actually been all right, but the inconsistency is there. The inconsistency is really there. If you look at the age gap of things, I know age is a big factor in Train Simulator Classic, but you can go and buy the 4sig for $7 or $8.99, whatever it is, and then you can compare that to, say, the 377. They're probably comparable. But if you look at other things that DTG have done, sometimes you get masses of features and none. Look at the first generation pack, for example. You've got the 47, which comes really well featured, really nicely done. And then you've got the HST, which they've not even put a decent logo on the side of. The opening hatch one for the 159, which is the latest iteration of the DTG 43, but they could have at least done something with the cab. They could have just textures, increased the textures, or made it less mirrory, I suppose. So all in all, do I think this is worth it? Not for $24.99. Not probably even for $14.99. If you got this on pre-order, then yeah, fine, no worries. But don't go spending $24.99 on it, really. I would wait till a sale if you want to delve into this. I've got it because I want to see how Train Sim World handles electric trains and that sort of thing, and we'll get more videos of this. I'm going to master it, and I'll show you the videos of how I do master it, and if I like it even more. I might fall in love with this. I could see myself falling for this. But for 25 quid, hold off your money for the ATPP on Train Sim 2018. That's what I would do. I think I'm probably going to get a lot more enjoyment out of that. But it's not comparable. It's not comparable. If you were to compare this to Great Western Express, this does not look like a bargain in any way, shape, or form, does it? It makes Great Western Express look like an utter bargain. It makes CSX Heavy Haul look like a bargain. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe to the video, and I will catch you next time.